Hey everyone, welcome back to Axie on Top, where I talk everything Axie to help improve your game so you can reach the top of that leaderboard in Axie Infinity. And today I'm going to be going over a fundamental part of the battle system in Axie Infinity, which are combos and chains. If you master this element of the battle system, you're really going to be able to have an easier time to climb the ranks in PvP. So let's get right into it. Okay, so we're going to start with combos. Combos are when you have two or more cards played on one Axie in one round. And the class type of those cards, as well as those Axies, are not important. And what do you get for doing a combo? Well, you get a damage bonus. And this is based on a formula that involves the skill stat. So we're going to take a quick look at this example. This is a Rimp Beast, Ronin Imp. As you can see, you have an attack. Let's say you're attacking with the Ronin and you're comboing it with another card here, or itself. And this 75 is going to be the attack multiplied by the skill stat, which is 31. Take that number and divide that by 500, and you're going to get a damage bonus. So let's do this calculation right away. I'm going to put it into my calculator. 75 multiplied by 31 divided by 500, you get 4.65. So that means that you're going to get 4 to 5 extra damage dealt by Ronin that's added on top after other damage calculations are taken into account. So other calculations such as the type advantage, class advantage, any buffs or debuffs on the attack, those are going to be calculated first, and you're going to add this 4 to 5 extra damage on top of that. Just a quick note about combos. Playing 3 or 4 cards does not give any additional bonus. You'll still get the damage bonus on those 3rd and 4th cards. You're just not going to get any extra sort of damage for playing more than that than just 2 cards. Okay. Let's look at an example. So here I have my plant Axie that's playing a hot butt serious combo. This screenshot is looking at the hot butt damage, which is 104. So this is a plant Axie playing a plant card. As we know, that gives it a 10% damage bonus. So we're at 99. Because it's a plant card attacking a plant Axie, you don't get any class advantage on the defending Axie because it's the same type. And then with a skill stat of 31 of my Axie, you're going to input this into the formula. So it's 90 times 31. Divide that number by 500. You can get something around like 5. Add 5 to 99. You're going to get 104 for damage. I'm going to show you one more example just to illustrate that the type of the card class does not matter in a combo. Here's a combo. I'm playing a Nemo and a Little Branch with my Aqua Axie. This screenshot is looking at the damage dealt by the Little Branch. Of course, it's an Aqua using a Beast card, so you don't get that 10% damage bonus, so it's still 125. However, you do get a 15% damage bonus because it's a Beast card attacking a plant. I know it's dead, but it's a plant, trust me. So you get that additional 15% on top of the 125. And you add that together with the damage bonus that you get from the combo, which would be 125 multiplied by 35, divide that by 500, and you should get a total amount of 152 in total damage dealt. Okay. We're going to look into combo cards. So many card effects do trigger from combos. And there are 3 main distinct types. There are cards that you can combo with anything. The second type is when you can combo a card with a specific class type. And finally, we're going to look at combos that involve specific cards. First, you can combo these cards with anything. There are some cards, I'm not going to go over all of them. These are the energy cards that I mentioned in my first video with energy. If you haven't checked that out, I'm going to leave a link to that. We have Nemo Serious Rice. So its effects gets triggered when you combo it with at least one other card. There are some cards that you have to combo with 2 or more cards. These involve Chomp to get its stun effect, Rona to get its guaranteed critical, Tri-Spikes to get its priority of lowest shield effect. We're going to look at the second type of combo effects of cards. This is an example of a Koi. So the Koi card, you only get the speed up effect if you combo it with another aquatic card. It could be another Koi card, it could be a Nemo, it could be a Goldfish, it could be a Risky Fish, or any other aquatic card. The important thing is that it needs to be comboed with this Aqua class type of card. And for Leaf Bug, this is also in my energy video. This is a card that's a bug card, but it needs to be comboed with plant type cards. as you can see in the description, for it to have an effect of generating an energy. And finally, we have cards that you need to combo with a specific type. Of course, these cards are more rare, but this is the most famous one. It's the Nutcracker part. This is a beast tail or a beast mouth. And these Nutcracker parts give an additional damage bonus when it's comboed with another Nutcracker card. So that could be another beast tail. That can be another beast mouth of the Nutcracker type. However, you don't want to just use one of these on your beast, because your chances of drawing another Nutcracker part goes down dramatically. And that's why a lot of beast builds that use a Nutcracker part want you to have at least both a Nutcracker tail and a Nutcracker mouth. That's known as the double nut. Very common beast build. Now we're going to talk about chains. It's a little bit more complicated than combos, but if you listen carefully and let it sink in, I'm sure it's not going to be too difficult to understand this. In a chain, you need to play one or more cards of the same class type played on 2 or more axes in one round. Also, the Axie body class does not matter. It can be any body class. However, the attack card has to be of the same class. Let's look at an example just to make this clear. Here, it doesn't matter that this is an Aqua Axie. It just so happens that both are Aqua Axies. What does matter is that one is playing a Goldfish, which is an Aqua card, and that's being chained with a Risky Fish, which is another Aqua card. As you can see here, they're being played in the same round, and that is known as a chain. And you get a shield bonus of about 5 to 6% when you play this in a chain. Let's look at this example further. So here's the chain that I just mentioned previously. It's an Aqua Axie playing an Aqua card, so you get your shield bonus, additional 10%. With Goldfish, it's 20, so you get 22. But you get a chain shield bonus. That's why you see 23 here, because it's being chained with a Risky Fish. 5 to 6% of 20 is about 1, give or take rounding. With Risky Fish, it's 30 shield normally. And of course, Aqua Axie, Aqua card, so you get a 10%, so you get 33, but it gets a shield bonus with the chain. That's why you see 35, because it's about 2 is your shield bonus. Let's take a look at some of the card effects that trigger from chains. This is sort of the more useful part of chains that you need to pay attention to, because a lot of high MMR players use this to their advantage. First of all, there are a lot fewer cards in the chain category than there are in the combo category. And one of these categories is chain with a class type card, and the second category is chain with specific cards. We're going to go look at them, and I believe in total there's only 9 cards in the game that have a chain requirement to get its effect, and we're going to look at like 8 of them here. So Cute Bunny and Garish Worm are 2 examples that needs to be chained with another bug class card. Of course, a chain is, you have to chain it with the same class type. Bamboo Clan, to get its effect, you need to chain it with a plant card. But here's the exception. This is a rare exception. Little Branch can be chained or comboed, but we're talking about chains right now, with a plant card. Normally chains, you need to play the same class type card. In this case, this is a beast card. It needs to be chained with a plant card. So it's specifically, if there's an exception, it's going to be specifically written in the description, so follow the description. We have chain specific. So this is the second category. We have the trump card, we have the antenna card, and we have these lunge cards. So these are the only 4. I may have missed one, but I believe these are the only 4 in the game as of today. Of course, to get its effect, you need to chain a trump card with another trump card. Same with Bug Signal. So this antenna card needs to be chained with another antenna card. And the lunge cards, again, another exception. So it's a bird card. You can chain this with the reptile card and vice versa. The reptile card can be chained with the bird card. But keep in mind, remember, a chain means that the axis, these cards have to be on 2 different axes to be able to get this effect. It's not a combo. If you play it on the same, if you draw 2 trumps on the same axis and you play together, that's known as a combo. That's not going to trigger this effect. You need to have the card. For example, you need to have a trump card on one axis, your trump card on the other axis in the same round, and play them together to get this effect. Let's look at a chain example. If you try to chain these 2 cards together, what is going to happen? First, you're not going to trigger the antenna bug signal effect, and you're not going to steal, because for the bug signal card, you need to chain it with another bug signal card to get its effect activated. However, with the Cute Bunny or Terror Chomp card, you only need to chain it with a bug card to get its effect of fear. So in this case, the Antenna card, which is a bug card, does activate the Terror Chomp Cute Bunny to trigger fear. However, the bug card, even though it's a bug card, Cute Bunny and Terror Chomp is a bug card, it's not a bug signal card, which is what bug signal requires to be activated to be able to steal the energy. Take a moment, go over this slide again if it doesn't make sense. But this is something that a lot of beginners kind of mess up on chains. They don't look specific enough at the description of the card, and they're wondering why they're chaining, or oftentimes they combo their cards instead of chaining, and they're wondering why they're not getting the effect. One quick note I'm also going to add in here. When you're chaining two cards together, and let's say your first Axie actually dies before it gets a chance to have played its card, the chain is still in effect. So let's say you played your Antenna card, it goes first, the Axie that plays the Cute Bunny goes second, but unfortunately your Axie that played the Antenna gets killed before it gets a chance to play Antenna or Bug Signal. The Cute Bunny effect with the fear will still trigger. I just wanted to leave this in here because there are a lot of questions about this. And they might change this in a future update, but as of now, that's the way it is. Lastly, I'm just going to summarize this in a table, combo versus chain. So we already went through this before. Combo gives a damage bonus. This is usually more important in the game than the shield bonus. Your shield bonus is so small usually that it doesn't make that big of a difference, but that's what happens in a chain. With combos, you have more flexibility. There's way more cards to trigger with combo. They're easier to pull off. They don't require the same class type of card. With the chain, there are more specific requirements. There's also a lot fewer cards that trigger with the chain, and you need at least two other Axie, or you need at least one other Axie. So you need at least two Axies that have the same class type card to be able to trigger a chain, and oftentimes you need the same card on both Axies to trigger that chain effect. Combos are useful at all stages of the game. Early, mid, late game, you're most likely going to be able to deal combos. Chains are played more in the early to mid game because by the time you get to the mid-late game, oftentimes you've already lost one Axie, probably lost your second Axie, and you can't chain anything with your final Axie because of course you need at least another Axie to be able to play chain cards. And finally, of course, it's the cards of the individual Axie that matters for the combo. And for the chain, you really have to build an entire team around it. And this is why a lot of higher MMR players use chains, because they can be very powerful. Bug Signal, Cute Bunny, these are all very powerful cards. But you need to have multiple Axies that have those cards, or at least the class type to be able to trigger those chain effects. Use both to your advantage because there are so many battles that are just determined on very thin margins. Who goes first, who has to go through another Axie, last stand, 5-10 HP left, and that could have been the difference, the combo damage or the chain shield bonus. So remember, don't overlook combos and chains because every little bit adds up. The top players in the leaderboard know this, and that's why they're able to use these combos and chains to their advantage. So if you want to get there, you need to master this part of the battle system. I'm going to end things right there. Of course, if you enjoy this content, please smash that like button for me. It tells me you like it, and I'll make more of this type of content for you guys. If you haven't already, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That's going to keep you updated whenever I post a video. And if you disagree with me, or if you agree with me, or if you have anything to add, leave that in the comments down below because I think it will help everyone in the Axie community. I will end things there, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.